So I just got this pad. It's named the Mystrix and it got me really conflicted. You may wonder why. Well, it kind of fried my brain and I started thinking about the reason behind it. If you want to know why, stick with me. So, I got an email from this Null guy representing 203 Systems. This company is in fact a one-man show and it's Null. He told me about the Mystrix, a pad somewhat similar to the launch key. He said he would send me one to make a review if I was interested. No money changed hands for this review. I researched the device, an open source project with very big growth possibilities. It was looking legit, so I told him that I will take the responsibility of reviewing the device. When it got here, I unpacked it. It came in with a nice looking box that said Mystrix and not Mystrix. This looked weird to me at first. There is a saying in my country, the first opinion matters the most. This was a sign of what this project is all about, and you will see why. In the box I got the pad, some stickers, 2 cables. The cables are really soft and rubbery. I like them a lot. One with USB-A to USB-C and the other with USB-C to USB-C ports. It's just helpful to have different options for connection. I got this pin or whatever it is, I don't really know. And in the spirit of free connection options, the box included this USB and MIDI out adapter for connecting to a physical synth. Keep in mind that you will need another adapter to do this if you want the 5-pin MIDI connection. The Mystrix has the TRS one. In the device bag there was a strange rubbery mat waiting for me and this magnet. As explained by Noel on the website, the magnets fell off because they used a glue that was no good. I got 2 magnets that were still attached, one that got unglued and one that was missing entirely. I even saw a thing on the wiki page that tells you to share a picture with your Mystrix on your fridge. Well, mine didn't stay there. The rubber mat actually needs to go over the magnets and complete the device, but because of some legal problems, he can't glue it on in the first place. So I installed it, got the foil off the back of the pad and stuck it on there. It glued itself okay, I would say. The one thing it was missing was the instructions manual. I thought it should be somewhere on the internet and it was, somewhat. These things that happen right there when getting the pad don't give you faith in the device, but when I touched it, the build quality was really good. It felt really sturdy, beefy, even if it's not that big. Also, it has a good weight to it. Actually feels good when holding it and pads feel okay to the touch. When connecting the Mystrix to the PC, I was blown away. I had no idea what I was doing. I researched and it turns out I needed to make a firmware update. And so I did. I found the tutorial on the wiki and off I went. I didn't find the 3.2 version, the latest as of this video, but I went for the 3.1 version. In this version, I had many more apps as they are called. Each lit up pad represents a different program that can do a set of operations. In my mind there was this question: when do I get to do music? Again, I had to go online and research this instrument. It turns out among apps like games, lighting apps, and one that you can fully customize the pad, there is this Note app, the one built for the musician. It sends MIDI messages, it has scales built in, it has different layouts of the way you want the notes to show up. I won't go through them here, there is another video explaining this really well. I will leave links down in the description. There were so many menus and sub-menus, and on the buttons there was no rating. You had to memorize all that you were doing. It seemed really hard and I was ready to call it quits. The promise of an open source project with a large community that makes fun, useful and intuitive apps seemed too far away. But then I stumbled over Null's video about the Note app. It explained the way this app works and right when I was ready to throw in the towel, I said to myself, I need to try and make a loop of some sort with this thing. So I did just that. I selected a drum track, a bass, some chords and the lead sound. I was ready to mingle. First I tried the chromatic scale option for drums. It was really weird because the buttons were just all over the place. This chromatic scale, it did work at first, but I don't have a video of it. The time I filmed, the chromatic scale didn't work anymore. I got a bit going despite that. Then I used only the piano note layout, which works pretty well. This was okay for the rest of my instruments. I encountered difficulties as the velocity is really hard and you often miss out on notes. Because you have to hit so hard, you cannot play this instrument for long. You get fatigued pretty easily. Anyway, my job here was done. I've made a beat using the Mystrix. And for just this one small loop I made, I had to study and practice really hard. So that is why I started thinking, why was this so hard? Noel, the guy at 203 Systems, is an engineer, and even though this instrument feels like the real thing, with so many features in such a small package, the implementation is not made in a musically kind of way, it is made in an engineer's way of thinking. If you are a musician, you will have to practice really hard on this instrument to get results that you get really fast with other instruments. For this reason, I can't recommend this instrument for musicians. Noel promises a new Mystrix version 2 with a lot of new capabilities like MPE control, storage for custom-made Python apps, Bluetooth and more. These sound really awesome, but if the implementation is the same, I'm afraid the result will be as well the same. Time will tell, and I have hopes in the future iteration of the Mystrix. Now, if you are interested in some things I find useful when buying a MIDI device, check out this video. Cheers!